I apologize.
And we're live, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize for the delay. Usually we start at 7 p.m. sharp, PST, but I had some technical difficulties. I had to go ahead and reboot the system. Tonight we have with us none other than Manny, Good Dog Press, and Trusty Sidekick. How you guys doing tonight?
See, we're so nice that we let the other person talk first.
Yeah. We're more polite than other streams.
I know we are too.
I know.
I am doing great.
That's awesome. What about yourself, Trusty?
And I'm doing not bad. So, we sort of run the gamut almost.
Awesome. Yep. And I'm doing well myself. Eric Galanian. I can never pronounce the guy's name. I'm sorry, Ara. But he's here and he's saying, Trusty.
Hey, Ara.
Trusty got his own fan base.
Just alternate comics friends.
I'm not mad at it. As long as they come and they enjoy the show, that's what it's all about.
Oh yeah.
Muttman's in the chat. Why is Muttman in the chat? Muttman. Oh, you listening while you work? All right, good. I was gonna say, you should be on the panel with us. And Manuel Correa said, Trusty, that's an amazing skunky. Oh, my Lord. So let me see. I think Good Dog has something here that he's going to show us.
No. It's not showing. That was just the thing I had on my thing. It's a work in progress. It's a takeoff on the
Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit, yeah.
Right.
It said that it's supposed to say, I'm not bad, I'm just drawn that way. I'm not just drawn that way.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's time to cheer for the bad guy.
Bad girl. What you gonna do?
I'm sick and tired of reading about superheroes. I want to read about the villain.
I know.
Yeah, do you remember back in was it the 70s or early 80s when Joker had his own comic?
That was the 70s. Yeah, he had.
Yeah, I thought so.
Speaking of, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I remember one of my favorite issues of that was when he kidnapped the cartoonist who was essentially like Charles Schultz, and he's sitting there, the cartoonist sitting there drawing his strip, and Joker's like, now draw me kicking the little brat. And then he said, put her there, Joker. That's the
was that me or him?
Somebody's modding out. What's going on there?
I think we lost Trusty.
Trusty, come back to us.
I'm here.
Trusty, come back.
I'm here.
Trusty, come back. Trusty, come back.
No, we hear you now. You kind of roboted out on us a little bit. Agent.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, just a little bit. It is all good.
Okay.
It's all good. Trusty is back. Oh, so when you were saying about when Joker had his own book, what are y'all thinking about this Joker movie that's coming out?
Not interested.
Me either. It doesn't look good.
I don't care less.
If the trailer doesn't grab you, right? Then then I just don't know. My wife, she loves DC movies, and she looked at that like, for real.
Oh, real?
She was like, is that for real? That's how? No, just no. And I was like, yeah, that's what they're doing, babes. And then she was asking why whether or not using Jared Leto, whatever his last name is.
Leto.
Well, this one's not in the continuity with the Suicide Squad, so
shut up.
I guess. But I was like, oh man, I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like what they're going in that direction.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to white box me right now because I'm looking for things.
Yeah, I know what you're looking for. It's a butt shot.
No, no, I'm not looking for the butt shot. I'm trying to look for where's that thing I need to work on.
Oh my Lord.
Oh, there it is.
Manny Correa.
I think this is it. So we
With
go from that to, come on. Load up. There. Boom. See the difference?
Yeah, well, I had you unwhite boxed it, but I'm gonna white box you now.
That was the first draft, which was okay, but then this is.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Whoa.
yeah.
Whoa, Manny.
Yeah, baby.
Whoa.
So staring down instead of rolling her eyes.
So this is gonna be on your campaign, right? Because this is a 100% nice product.
Well, this is what you call. This is just for the Indicron. I want to put it up there for 30 days before I go into my campaign, just to get some buzz on it. So this is kind of like my centerpiece around. It kind of explains all her weapons and stuff. You know, it gives a little backstory. You know, got the stuntman talking to the officer there. So I still don't know what I'm going to call the officer. Might be Officer Tempest. You know, I don't know. Or maybe Officer Wiggins. Could be that too.
I was just thinking that. Wow.
Could be Officer Wiggins. Or, Special Officer Ortiz.
Uh-oh.
Well, he lives. This guy
okay.
Lives.
He's not a red shirt.
He's going to live. So that's not too bad. But yeah, I mean, think about it. This is like, I don't know, a few weeks ago, you know, just starting to get out my idea of what I wanted to do, how I wanted to present her. And I just didn't like the faces. I didn't like the top. The only one I did like, I like the second panel on this page. I didn't change that one, but all the rest I did change.
Nice. It looks good though. And Adrian has joined the panel.
Hey,
Adrian.
What's up, boys?
You know,
Adrian is awesome because he just draws and he doesn't say much. He never talks over anybody.
I'm getting set up.
Yeah. So now you can unwhite box me.
I don't know, man. That looks good.
Yeah, I gotta work on it though. There's spelling errors.
Oh Lord, you mean the wife didn't proofread it for you?
Well, me and Tank was proofreading and we saw the spelling errors. But the top two panels, those two word boxes, man, we went over that for like over an hour trying to come up with the right words. Because this is like the piece that's gonna either make it or break it. You know what I mean? So.
Well, the art is looking pretty fantastical.
Well, thank you.
So that looks really good. Speaking of, go ahead.
I thank Pablo Romero for finally giving me the right flesh tones.
Yeah, Pablo's a good guy.
Yeah, I was watching him do a piece the other day, a week ago, and I told Pablo, I need your color scheme. It's like so awesome. I like that color, and that's only 4 colors on her face. That's it. It's not a million colors. It's just 4 colors. You know, base coat, 2 shadows, and a highlight. Done.
Nice. That is awesome sauce. And of course, Trusty is working on that, fixing that Pepe Le Pew one, put with Manny the Manatee.
Manny.
So that's awesome sauce. There you go. And everything is coming right around the corner. We got Ira's in the chat saying hi to Adrian and saying very nice. I don't know which one he's saying nice to. Everything in here is looking pretty fantastical. And there goes Adrian with the butt shot that Manny was looking for earlier.
Where? He's got a butt shot?
Yeah.
Out. Woohoo! Don't girl butt shot. It's cute. Ooh, and she's got she's biting her fingernail. Ooh, sexy.
Yeah.
Sexy.
Everything is looking good. And me, I'm stole somebody's comic again. And I'm, finishing out some ink, putting my ink spin on Critias's Detective Dead.
How's that going for you?
It goes pretty good, man. I find inking therapeutic.
So, what's the timeline on that book?
I don't know. I have to ask Critias. Be nice to have him on again and talk about it. As a matter of fact, Paul Caballos, man. Let me see. Let me check something out. I doubt that it'll happen, but control copy, close. I doubt that it'll happen, but let me say Critias the link.
Cool.
Let's get crazy.
Well, I like Critias, man.
No, he seems like a good dude. I've never really talked to him.
Oh, he's amazing, dude. Very humble guy. Kind of like Manny in that way.
Yeah, I get that impression from him.
Thank you very much.
He's humble.
He's the first. He was my very first YouTube stream. Was Critias.
Cool.
Yeah, I interviewed Critias for my very first ever stream. It's pretty amazing.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You started at the top, man.
No, I didn't start at the top. Then I got to do Donald Delay. I done some people. Some people that fell out of the graces of the comics gate community, like like Michael Michael Anders, the guy who did who made all those videos against EVS and
him and his wife.
Yeah, I interviewed them twice because I actually thought they were nice people and I liked them a lot, to be honest with you. But they had some problems, some issues, and they decided to go that route. But I still like them personally. I think they're a great couple. I have no problems with them personally. I don't know how anybody else feels about them, but I personally don't have any issues. Shinobi King, I'll be over as soon as I wrap up my stream, says Shinobi Raccoon. All right, brother. Risley says, howdy, all hail Raven, hail Skunk Girl, says Risley. Risley's trying to get back in shape after having to play Fat Thor in Endgame, so y'all bear with him.
Acting is hard.
Oh, man.
But we all love Risley and Shinobi. Is Shinobi in the Dark Stars, Manny?
No, he's not.
Okay, so I don't know how he's gonna. I guess I'll send him the link in a minute.
He's not.
Because I was like, he says, I'll be on after I finish my stream. And I go, okay. I didn't know he had the link. But I'll get it to him. I will definitely get it to him. He goes, why nada? Why nada?
We still bracelets.
Let me see anybody else sneak in. I did put it in the Dog Stars. And y'all saw the yesterday Josh put out all those things he did for the
Oh man.
The trading cards?
Awesome.
Yeah,
they look good.
Yeah, dude, those are crazy good.
Thank y'all for finishing my thought. I got a year older, so sometimes I can't finish my own thoughts.
The senior moments start coming more and more often.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
I was very happy that you shared those with us.
Yeah, no worries. Oh, yeah, no, he has them, but he can't share them till they give him the green light. So that's awesome, man. Eric says, I become more and more impressed with inking when I watch this stream. I mean, there's some good inking streams out there, man. I personally like to watch Doug Tenable whenever he inks. I think he's freaking amazing.
He is amazing.
And he's doing Earthworm. I'm getting tongue tied. My Spanish is trying to take over my English. He's doing an Earthworm Jim comic. So
that's pretty cool.
So I think that's going to be pretty awesome. That's going to be pretty awesome.
Yeah, where's that at now? Like money wise, that thing.
100 and some thousand. He already met and passed his stretch goal.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's closing in on 200 if he hasn't gotten there already.
Yeah, but and it's funny because I haven't been keeping up with what's going on in the community, because I think some of it is just dumb. But I think he kind of like said he's done with CG or something.
He did.
Well, Earthworm Jim can't be, associated with CG because I think he's got the rights to do the comic, but I don't think he has all the rights to the character himself. I think, Game Company still owns that. He said it was something like that.
There's no way he's going to have all the rights to that character.
Well, he gave him up.
Yeah, that's right.
He gave him up. But the fact that they're allowing him to make a book on his character, I think is pretty cool.
Yes, it is.
I mean, people will be like, it's his character though. Yeah, but he kind of gave the rights up to the video game company.
Do you think that may have something to do with because of the success of Bigfoot Bill?
I think Bigfoot Bill was successful because Doug TenNapel was the creator of Earthworm Jim. And I think it's a symbiotic success train. I guess I don't know if that's what we want to call it, but let's just say people know Doug because of Earthworm Jim. He did another game that I didn't play, so I don't remember. Not Neverwinter, but some role-playing game. What was that name of that game? Anybody know?
Give me a second. I do know that. I played it before.
Yeah, so people know him for his games, right?
Well, I actually know him for his comics too. He's done more comics than just Bigfoot Bill. He's done a lot.
Well, I didn't even know who he. To be honest with you, on this one, I'll be a normie. I haven't really. I knew him for Earthworm Jim, and that was it.
Neverhood was.
Neverhood. There you go. I don't know why I called it Neverwinter. Yeah, that's a game called Neverwinter, but
you're thinking of Game of Thrones. That's why.
No, I don't even watch that.
I know. That's why.
I mean, he's done at least like 20-something different comics before, like story-wise, like
Ghostopolis, right?
Ghostopolis, yes, that was amazing. I really liked that book. Bad Island was another one. Creature Tech,
right?
Yeah, his comics are just fun comics, to be honest with you. So yeah, I mean, and Bigfoot Bill was nice, but I think that success didn't just come. I think that success was a culmination of all the work he's done throughout the years.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. But what I was actually asking was, do you think that they allowed him to do Earthworm Jim?
Oh yeah.
For the fact that Bigfoot Bill did so well.
Yeah, I think they saw an opportunity to make some money from the original creator, seeing how he successfully crowdfunded a book, And I'll be honest with you, I have Bigfoot Bill, and it is an amazing package. Like, it is an amazing package deal. I love it. I love the way he did it, with the brown, I don't know what you want to call it, leatherette binding, and the gold foiled filigree and all that stuff. It's a very nice presentation. I mean
it looks special. It really does look like a special book.
Yeah, it looks like something that you're proud to have in a collection. Even if the story even if people don't read the story, just the book looks like a nice book that you could just, put on your bookshelf, and it's got the proper binding, and it's a beautiful book. I'm not gonna lie, I was thoroughly impressed. I really enjoyed the story too. I'm not gonna lie on that front either. Speaking of stories, guess what finally came in the mail today?
Lone Star.
Yes.
Thank goodness.
Did you read it?
I did read it. I read it today.
Was it any good?
It was good. It was okay. I've read I've read stuff that's been definitely worse. But as a comic book, it's solid, in my opinion. But then again, I go artwork first, storyline second. So
Well, you can definitely you have to give Mike Miller props for his art. His art is he's a top-notch artist when it comes to.
yeah, and that's the problem with me, right? A lot of people go story first. I go art first. You know, I have to look at the artwork. That's what drew me to comic books to begin with. It wasn't scintillating storylines, and deep philosophical, story arcs. It was the artwork, right? For me.
Mhm.
Now, for different people, it's different things. Some people like the artwork with the action, and the storylines. And I get that. People should enjoy the storylines. I'm not saying that you shouldn't. As far as artwork is concerned, the artwork is pretty doggone good. I like it. Storyline, yeah, it's good. Is it is it bestseller material? No. But is it the worst story I've ever read? No, definitely not. So it's okay. If I was to give it a score from 1 to 10 or 0 to 10, maybe a 7.
Okay.
I think,
That's not bad.
That's
yeah,
solid.
That's not bad.
I would give it about a 7, honestly.
I
Yeah,
think
you know.
Do
And
do you feel it was good for a first story and that character's introduction?
um no. No, because unless you know the whole backstory by watching his streams, you're
Mhm.
like, okay, we got this dude. He senses fear, like Spider-Man senses danger. He's kind of a soldier. They kind of tell you what era he's from, and you kind of get the idea that he is he works for a government entity. And they do like 2 flashbacks, but they don't really piece it together for me.
Right.
But I've watched the streams, so in my mind it all makes sense already. But if you were to pick up the book, you're like, okay, wait a minute. How the hell is this dude from 1941 alive now? Has some power, which we don't know what it is because they didn't go into it, and he's fighting vampires. And okay. So I think this is going to be one of those books where everything is going to be intertwined, and eventually the flashbacks will start piecing everything together.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But like an origin story, I don't know. To be honest with you, if it did a solid job explaining it. No, I'm just looking at the book and the context of the book itself.
Right.
Now, of course, we've all watched the streams. We all know what the whole idea is. He's like a super soldier type guy who died way back in one of the wars, and the government did something, and he's alive, and they have him fighting. Things that go bump in the dark, because we've all watched the stream, so we all know that already, right?
Right.
But in the book, it doesn't really convey it as well, I think, because it does tell you, who he is, from what war he died in, and basically that's it. There's no procedures or anything that gives you any more clarity.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion.
No, I agree with you actually.
You've read it?
Yes, I've read it.
Okay. Yeah, so on that count, that, but like I said, to me, I'll give it a solid 7 for story, and artwork. I give it about a 9 on artwork. I didn't expect what I got. I actually got 3 books, 3 different variant covers. So I got one signed by Mike Miller. I got the Comicsgate variant cover, and then I got another variant cover. And I want to say Lone Star was 40 pages.
So yeah,
It was a pretty good chunk. It was pretty good.
Yeah, it's It's a little bit thicker than a floppy. I didn't count the pages, to be honest with
It's
you.
supposed to be 48, I think.
Yeah, it's like 48.
Yeah, it should.
Preview.
Yeah. Yeah, you do get the preview for the Atomic Family, Nuclear Family.
Nuclear Family.
I think he wanted to call it Nuclear Family, but that was already taken.
Yeah, what is he? He's calling it something else. What is it?
I have to pull it out. I already put it away in my box of comics. So, but I think it's about 48. 48 sounds about right. I was guesstimating because of how long it took me to read it, that it was more than the normal 24. I really didn't count them though, to be honest with you.
No, I'm pretty sure it's 48.
It sounds about right, to be honest. But it was, I mean, look, honestly, if for an indie book, you know, it was good. It was good. Now, of course, I bought it at the support the troops tier. So maybe not. Maybe I would have paid $25 because it's an indie project. Like I paid $25 on a lot of other indie projects and don't feel bad about it. Bullet says so. 40 pages is semi, not a floppy. I don't know, Bullet, man. You know, floppy is like what, 20 pages, 22 pages, something like that.
Yeah, plus ads.
Plus ads, yeah. So it's not a hardcover. It's like a like a regular floppy cover, but a little bit thicker. But yeah, I thought it was good, and I thought it was good. Like if I would have bought it, and if I would have seen it at a tier $25, I would have felt super happy buying it at that price. So because I bought plenty of books at $25 from other independent creators that are not even CG, you know, because I like supporting independent creators, and I've been doing it for a while, and I just bumped into the CG community. So hey, you know, I'm good with it.
It'll be interesting to see where he takes it.
Yeah, well, you know, he's already got the second one on Indiegogo. Not what I'm wondering is, because I did send an email and he didn't respond to me, is this what he sent me after me letting him know that I didn't receive it, or is this the book finally catching up to me 4 months after my move? You know, and if it is in fact, if I get 2 sets, I'll send the other one back to him. Just because I feel like I don't want to rip the man off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in the meantime, yeah, I thought it was pretty. The fact that I got 3 variant covers and I didn't realize that was part of the package I bought. I'm pretty good with that too. You know?
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy because that means I read the one that was not signed by Mike Miller, and then I got 2 that are in mint condition, never opened.
That's good.
Yeah, I like that. I like that kind of flexibility, you know.
So, what comics was it that got you into comics in the first place?
Me, Spider-Man. Spider-Man. I've always been a Marvel guy. You gotta think about it. When most of us started reading comics, well, you know, I don't know about Manny. Manny's been around for millennia. But you know, when I started reading comics, I started as a teenager, and Spider-Man, Peter Parker, he was what? A teenager.
Yeah.
So it was a good thing. So I enjoyed Spider-Man a lot. Then I branched off into X-Men. Then from X-Men, Wolverine. Then I just got into Wolverine heavy. Power Man and Iron Fist. We never call Power Man and Iron Fist not heroes for hire. All of that, I loved all that because you know back in I was 80s. You know, let's see, I was born in '69, so you know I grew up with the kung fu flicks and all that stuff. So when I did Power Man and Iron Fist, I was like, "Ooh, a kung fu book." So then I got into that for a while. You know. And of course, and before in between all of that, Conan the Barbarian. the magazine, not the comic. I know.
Stabs.
Yep.
Mhm.
I had all of those, the black and whites. those were my favorite. So if I backtrack, it started with Spider-Man and Conan the Barbarian. What a mix. two different sides
Good
of
mix.
of everything, crazy.
I have a huge collection of Conan the Barbarian.
Mine got burnt in a bonfire.
Oh, dang.
Suffered a very, very untimely death. I had over. Oh man, I had a. Hey, Regan on his comic is in saying hi. Say he's been slacking, but he wanted to drop by to say hi. Well, thank you for joining us, brother. We greatly appreciate you. I've been busy all last week, so I was out all last week, but we're back again this week. I've been trying to catch up with everybody, because I try to do as much support as I can. But thank you for joining us. Don't forget to drop a like, share us out. All right, later, buddy. Just Rican says he's got to go.
Bye.
All right, Rod.
Bye.
It's all good, brother. Don't stay on our behalf. We don't want to get you in trouble with the missus.
Exactly.
You can always catch the replay. I hope.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Speaking of which, it'd be interesting. Maybe I could send one of the Lone Star that I read over to just a Rican and his comics, and let a non-CG comic enthusiast that probably doesn't know anything about CG to give it an honest review. What do y'all think?
It's not a bad idea.
Sounds good to me.
I would like to hear an honest review like that.
You know what? I'll email him, and I believe I have the digital for Lone Star. Huh.
Do you back the digital and the...
I think he gave he gave the digital after he sent everything to the printers, and but I did not back a digital copy. I just did to support the troops, whatever that had in it.
I figured that should have came with that.
So, but I always say that if anybody backs your book at a physical tier, they should get the digital thrown in. But that's just me.
I agree.
I agree with you there. Yeah.
Bullet says Uncanny X-Men 325, the anniversary issue, is what got me into comics. Got me back into comics. Excuse me. Let me read that correctly. I don't want to misrepresent our chat. Yeah, man. I don't know. It's something about Wolverine that that when he got introduced, I just fell in love with the character.
When did you read Wolverine? Or what year?
Let's see. I want to say I was still in high school, so 86.
That was just after. I guess that was when he was already popular.
Yeah, but I was in high school in Germany, so we didn't know what was going on in the U.S.
Oh, back in 1980, he still wasn't popular yet.
Yeah.
He was just on the verge of being super popular.
Wolverine
alone, comic book put him over the top.
Yeah, that's what I started reading. Once I read the X-Men, I started reading some of the X-Men, and then once he started having his solo books, that's when I really got into him.
No, it was a comic book called Wolverine Alone. I think it was either 131 or 132. That's when he was going up against the Hellfire Club. Yeah, it's the Dark Phoenix saga.
Okay. When was it that Simonson? Was it Simonson? No.
What?
The artist that did he did like the first couple issues of Conan. Didn't he do a run on Wolverine too?
Are you talking about Barry Windsor Smith?
Yes.
He did. I think he did the Weapon X, the first Weapon X storyline.
Okay.
Yeah, did he do the Marvel Comics Presents Weapon X storyline?
I believe so.
Yeah.
When was that?
80s.
Okay. So he
Really
wasn't that popular till the later years then. I was always under the impression he was popular from the start.
He got introduced, I want to say, in Spider-Man. I think everybody gets introduced in Spider-Man.
Who got introduced in Spider-Man?
I know Punisher did. I know there. Damn, and I
know
think
there was that issue of Incredible Hulk, but I don't. Was that his actual first appearance? I'm not sure.
First appearance of Wolverine is issue 180, but that's just a one little cameo, and then 181 is when he appears.
There you go.
There you go. Manny knows. Manny knows best.
Yeah, because it cost me $250 for 181.
Whoa,
dude, that was about 30 years ago. It's worth well over $1,000. A lot more than $1,000 because it was mint condition when I bought it. But when I was in high school, it was on the wall, and I couldn't afford it. It was $25. I could not afford $25 when I was in high school. Wish I had bought it then.
I got into comics. Like my first comics were Avenger comics and Spider-Man comics that my neighbor gave me that his son used to read. But then I was like 8, I think. But then my mom found them and she threw them out. So then it wasn't till in the 90s that the Image revolution started. And we got a comic book shop in my town, and I started getting into comics then. So I was like a big Image reader back in the day. If you can call them readers.
Can you put Adrian's volume up? Can hardly hear him. Dude.
Okay, I'm sorry, but let me get back. Shinobi says, "Hey, Ortiz, I think he's ready to come on." Let me look at the control panels. Adrian.
That's all the way up. That's what I usually do.
I just turned them all the way down. Okay, hold on, because it's stuck. My mouse is stuck. There you go. He's all the way up now.
Yeah, put subtitles on too.
So what now?
I said put the subtitles on.
I put the subtitles on.
Closed captions.
Hold on, let me invite Shinobi Raccoon. Control copy.
Shinobi.
Hold on, people. Hold on.
Shinobi.
Y'all gotta, give me a second. Give me a second.
Yeah, when I bought that Hulk 181, that was the same time I bought Spider-Man 129. And I was looking for Fantastic Four 48. Couldn't find Fantastic Four 48.
I don't have anything that's old in my collection.
Well, those are the 3 big Silver Age comics. That's what I want in my collection. First appearance of Wolverine, first appearance of Punisher, and first appearance of Silver Surfer. I never got to 48 yet. I still haven't gotten it. Because I don't want just any copy. I want a really good copy.
I would think that the first
so that's why I'm
still
holding out on it.
Expensive.
I found many copies, but they're either too overpriced or they're really bad shape.
And which one is this?
Fantastic Four 48.
Got it.
First appearance of Silver Surfer.
Yeah, that's when Fantastic Four starts getting really...
Let's see. Bullet says, Joe made art and the team played baseball. When I was a kid, I was really into Excalibur and Captain Britain. And Arthur Reed says, hello. And Shinobi Raccoon, the link is in your DMs. And I am caught up with everything. And that does that. Yeah. So now that everybody's on par.
Can I plug my art contest real fast?
Bro, man, this is part your stream, part my stream. Do what you do, pimp.
Dude, this is your stream. I always ask permission before I do something like that on somebody's show.
Well, man, you have my blessings. Done.
All right. If you guys haven't known yet, we are having an art contest, and we got 3 more days. Okay, so Friday night, if you can get me some pencils, and it's got to be new art, not the art that's already been seen on screen already. So just some new art, just pencils. Send it to me Friday night. We'll pick who's the winner. It's going to be picked by the audience. I am not going to vote, and it's going to be a real. Don't just vote for popularity. Vote for the best piece of artwork, and whatever the artwork is what wins the straw poll, I will ink it and I will send it to you. And also, it will become production art that will go into Skunk Girl #1. So there you go. You have original artwork that's going to appear into the book, and you have the original production artwork. And you can do whatever you want with it.
Well, it says, what if I only work digital?
Well, you can digitally pencil something. There's digital pencils.
It sure is.
Like that.
Yeah, if you got a digital pencil, go for it.
And Shinobi Raccoon has joined the panel.
How's it going?
Hello.
Yourself?
Hey, Shinobi.
Just wrapped up a stream where I was doing a rendering of G1 Optimus Prime.
Whoa.
Nice.
Cool.
Very cool, very cool. How did that go? Did you bring your people over with you? No, I'm just kidding.
People? What people? They came and went.
My wife was watching you. The Breathable Skunk Girl was watching you. But she kept on saying, I can't hear him. I can't hear him. I don't think he's saying anything.
Ira says, I only vote for popularity. So Audrey says he only votes for popularity. And of course, now we got the fact that Bullet can turn in digital pencils. Everything is beautiful. Life is amazing.
How is Skunk Girl coming along?
Skunk Girl is doing fantastic.
Awesome.
And I was humbled yesterday. I didn't know that there was a stream going on with this other artist, a really awesome artist, was doing Skunk Girl. I was like, and you guys told me about him. Tank Ferret said, hey, you got to go check out this El Guapo comics, and went over there. I was like, wow, pretty cool.
Speaking of which, go ahead.
He's
Let me.
good.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I gotta go check the email to see if he sent that piece to me to give to you.
Cool. I mean, my whole thing is whenever I see a brand new piece of artwork, a fan piece of artwork, a pro artwork, I am humbled. I am amazed. It is the greatest feeling in the world. It's like I just made up a character that hangs out with skunks and people love it. It's cool. How come we haven't set some pencils in, Shinobi? Get in on the art contest.
When did you say this art contest was?
It still goes to Friday. So you got 3 days to draw up a cute Skunk Girl, and maybe you win, and you get to be in Skunk Girl #1. Your art.
I'll set aside some time to work on it. Maybe.
It only has to be pencils. You don't have to ink it. You don't have to color it. Just pencils. Remember Gary Shipman did that? His first art contest was going to be pencils, and he was going to ink it. I thought that was the coolest contest. That's why I sent in a Doom. I thought that was a contest. I didn't know that you had to, finish artwork. So that's why I sent him pencils. And then I found out he doesn't do the inking anymore. I was like, oh man, that was so cool when you took somebody's artwork and inked it. I thought that was cool.
I like Gary's streams. They're cool.
Yeah. And the artwork is going to be traditionally inked, not digitally inked. So
Why you taking a dig at me, man? I'm just kidding.
No, I'm just saying the person's going to get a physical piece of artwork, not a digital piece of artwork. So,
dig at freaking.
Get it in there, people. Right now, I have 3 people, so that's pretty cool that I got 3 people so far in the contest.
That's great.
And the whole thing about contests, nobody wants to send anything in.
Man, check your DMs.
What's that?
Check your DM.
Check my DM.
Yep, he is a man of his word. He sent it to me, and I just verified that I got the email. I downloaded it and sent it to you on your Twitter DM.
Cool. And it's going to go right up on the Wall of Fame. It's going up right now. That is amazing. Oh, he really worked on it last night. Cool.
Yeah, that El Guapo guy, he's
a new addition to the Wall of Fame. I am. Well, for now, I guess I can make it big since there's a lot of room on this side. When it starts to get more crowded, then I'll resize it. It's like right now I got Tank Ferret's daughter's picture up there really big. So this is what El Guapo did last night. That is amazing.
Nice.
Nice.
It is.
Yeah, I was like, how do you even know about the character? I guess he was talking with Edwin Boyette and he found out about her. Super cool, super cute.
Edwin. I've said a lot of things about Edwin, but he is good about promoting people.
Yes, he does. He does promote a lot of people.
And we have it white boxed on Good Dog Press.
Well, you don't have to right box me too long.
No, we just wanted to make sure people could see that beautiful El Guapo art.
El Guapo.
El Guapo. And we did establish that did come from the movie. So
yes. That is super cool. You know, I gotta color this.
That would be awesome.
Well, he did tell me I can use it for promotional things, so this
Yes,
I will put this up on the Indicron page this week. That will guarantee.
Nice.
And it's gonna, and I'm gonna give full credit. It's like I'm gonna put this one, and I'm gonna put the one from what you call that? Oh man, why am I not thinking of his name? Pablo Romero.
Pablo
I would
Romero.
love to have Trusty's one up there, but I'm gonna let Trusty take his time because Trusty's one is amazing also.
Yeah, Trusty's doing some good stuff.
You guys are, oh man. Like,
I hope to have this done tonight.
if there's ever a Skunk Girl number 2, I might be asking El Guapo how much it costs for him to do some pencils. Or at least some part of the story. That'll be pretty cool. And Trusty. I mean, geez, you guys are awesome.
You're too kind, man.
No, it's not too kind. It's just give credit where credit is due. You know?
I can go with that.
Yeah. And the best part about the El Guapo picture, he really nailed her character down.
Yeah, the attitude is good.
The attitude is there. It's like sexy but sassy at the same time. And I do love his hair, dude.
That's a hard face to get
like
right too. That's
I like
very
his hair.
hard.
I like your hair too.
That's
I like
very
your
hard.
hairstyle too, there, Trusty.
Cool.
There's Trusty's hairstyle for.
Not Trusty's actual hairstyle, but the way he drew Skunk Girl's hair.
Yeah.
Nobody really likes Trusty's hairstyle.
Yeah. Yeah, a little more salt and pepper in it these days.
Yeah,
me too. Don't feel bad.
Man, those nice long legs by Trusty Sidekick.
And Ricey says that turned out good.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, my Skunk Girl's got a little meat on her. You know, she's more like the classic pinups.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with the meat on it.
No, it's good.
Not at all.
It's good. It's good.
Healthy. Healthy.
You can tell real men because there ain't nothing wrong with meat on it. Meat in the bone. Nope.
Nowadays, characters have a little too much meat, but still.
Oh man.
She-Hulk. Okay.
No, the one that we can't mention on many streams, Squirrel Girl. Definitely that.
You can mention Squirrel Girl. Come on.
I can't on my stream, just not on your stream.
Oh, the meat and potato.
Can we even really call Squirrel or?
It's funny how often people speak and say Squirrel Girl when they're talking about Skunk Girl.
Well, when I hear it, it's fun for me when people say it on live stream, and you see the chat go crazy and go, "Hey, it's not Squirrel Girl, it's Skunk Girl."
It's Skunk Girl.
Yes, they got my back. That's what I like.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, when I first saw it, I got more of a Black Cat feel than Squirrel Girl, but yeah, it's Skunk Girl.
And you are not wrong because I love Black Cat. Black Cat is awesome. It's one of my favorite villains, whatever, anti-hero.
Yeah, she's like Cat. Yeah, she's like Catwoman nowadays. It's hard to tell what side of the law she's really on. Sometimes she's committing crimes, other times she's helping Spider-Man take down the bad guy.
Right. I mean, to be honest, she's an amalgam of 4 characters: Catwoman, Black Cat, Mockingbird, and Black Widow. That's what it is, you know.
Nice.
I can see
And
the
then
Mockingbird.
She's just a interesting woman. That's all I'm gonna say.
very awesome. Skew View 3D says, "Sup, my other than 3D peeps." Well, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining the stream. Make sure you hit that like button before you dip. If you do dip, and if you stay, still hit the like button.
Put your hand up on my hip. If I dip, you dip, we dip.
Yeah. We gotta keep it. We gotta keep it always moving.
Moving,
Yep.
moving.
Yeah. Slow night tonight. Slow night tonight. But we're doing good. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Awesome. Awesome sauce. Awesome. So what you
Have they hit the like button yet?
they hit? I have 7 likes, 10 people watching, 7 likes. That's amazing. I'm feeling the love.
Hello tonight.
Yeah. Feeling the love. You know, my shows are always, my shows are not as vibrant and as Manny's, but we try to do some good dog press numbers here and there.
Hey,
This is the intimate,
Just-
chill stream.
more life,
This is
more
a very
life-
chill stream.
yeah. more life than mine. But then again, I have to actually draw this stuff, and it's a one-man show right now, so I gotta focus.
Yeah, well, I mean, Manny loves coming on this stream because he can just draw
Yes, sir.
and not have to worry about any of that stuff. And as long as y'all want to come and draw, I don't mind having you here. Because our streams should be about art, and of course, our nonsense.
Yes.
And some of our nonsense. Yesterday, we went in a little hard on Endgame and some other stuff. Detective Pikachu and
That I like that movie is actually pretty good. And I'm not even I don't know the slightest thing about Pokemon. I think that's what I like the most about it. That I could just go into it not knowing a thing about the Pokemon world and still get something out of it.
oh, we differ in opinion. I'm just kidding. No, we do differ in opinion, but I'm not gonna rehash that whole that whole thing again. I didn't
okay.
like it that much.
That's okay. Me and
didn't like it
Eve
that
differ
much.
in opinion on Endgame. So
You talking about Pikachu?
Yeah, Detective Pikachu.
Oh man, like I said, I had to go with my son. If he wanted to see it, I took him. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, y'all probably know a little more about the Pokemon world than I do, so you're probably gonna get a different impression from it.
I have no clue.
We actually used to play Pokemon Go as a family, and we drive around and do raid battles with other people. Because there are groups, there are Facebook groups, and all of us say, all right, we're hooking up, at this gym, such and such a time, we're going to do a raid battle there. And, we'd be out there, there'd be like 40 people out there, and it was fun. It was a good social thing.
Cut his face for his opinion, so he never forgets this bullet.
Yeah.
No, I don't cut.
Yeah.
His face. Right.
Yeah. Put the stapler down, or I will electrocute you.
So speaking of cutting face, has everybody seen John Wick 3 yet?
I have not.
No.
I mind.
My son went last night.
I think it's action from the first opening credit to the end. It is nonstop.
Cool.
But I'm not gonna say anything else because Manny hasn't seen it, and Manny takes forever to go see movies.
Well, this one I'm not gonna see it.
Yeah. I can be like that too, in all honesty.
Well, let me
It
ask you.
just depends on.
Does it start off immediately after John Wick 2? Or is
Yes. Yes.
So it starts off in the park.
It starts off not in the park, but right after.
Cool.
Like he's already excommunicado, and he's already running for his life.
Wow.
Cool.
So it starts pretty actiony. But I'm not gonna,
shows up in a telephone booth time machine and whisks him away.
you know. And there's I'm not gonna say anything else. It was good. I liked it. It was an action movie. It's just adrenaline rush. If you like that gratuitous violence, it's definitely worth watching. I love it because I do like the gratuitous violence. I'm like, okay, I'm down for that. Sometimes I don't need a plot or a good storyline. Sometimes I just need an hours or 2 hours worth of just gratuitous violence and gunplay and people getting their butts kicked, and I'm good.
Yeah, that's what an action film should do.
You know, and because we all used to watch the kung fu flicks with the subtitles, and we did not watch it for the storyline.
Nobody cared about the storyline. It was just a bunch of guys. We just wanted to see a bunch of guys fight each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Besides, you couldn't understand what was going on anyway because the voice was not synced with the sound.
Okay, if
you know how that used to go. Lips were moving, no sound was coming out.
If you're a kung fu aficionado,
Better than my kung fu.
if you're a kung
So
fu
yeah, I
aficionado,
mean it harkens back to that, But when he said cut him, there was a scene in the movie that had some kind of similar something to it. CSQ3D says, "Yeah, I love Kung Fu theater as a kid. Yeah, a lot of us did, man. That was the joint. You go to the theater on Saturday, watch 2 or 3 Kung Fu flicks, go home. That was your whole Saturday,
right?
I mean, well, I don't know. Manny he's more involved than us.
Kids these days, they won't know what you're talking about.
Oh man.
But that was it, And the movie theater, the movies were like, what were they, like $1 back then?
You could find some dollar shows back then.
It was probably less than the $10-15 you're paying now for a movie ticket.
10, 15, yeah, man. That's yeah. Some of these movies are, some of the theaters are. And I think now because they're doing that whole reserve sitting thing, I think the tickets went up for theaters that do that.
Probably. But I like not having to wait in line to get
Me too. And if I can get and I always get J6 and J7 or J5 and J6. So, those are my seats. Like whatever. I don't care what anybody says.
Don't take my seat.
And knowing that I can reserve them and always have it on deck, so I can just walk and get good seats every single time I go, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. Yeah, my wife hadn't seen Endgame yet, so I took her this weekend. We watched John Wick 3 and Endgame on the same day.
if you're a kung fu aficionado, what kung fu films are some of your favorite?
Ooh, I don't know if I'm an aficionado.
5 Deadly Venoms.
Even though out there, there's still arm and leg for popcorn and drinks. You got that right, SKU3D. Wow. So I liked all the Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris stuff. Good Guys Wear Black. Enter the Dragon. Holy smoke!
Last Dragon.
I did like the Last Dragon actually. I thought that was great. A different take on kung fu films, but still great.
Yeah. The thing is you can't take it too seriously.
One that I liked, but it was kind of more of a cowboy movie than a kung fu movie, was Lone Wolf McQuade.
Oh yeah.
I love that. I love that movie. Yep, and some people are saying they love The Last Dragon too. Watch Brightburn earlier. That was twist on Superman's story, basically. Okay, I haven't watched it yet. I don't think I will either. I just don't. Those storylines don't really appeal to me for some reason. Yeah, but shoot, now you got me trying to jog my memory. Recently, I like the ones that they just did on Netflix with Ip Man.
Hitman, yes.
Those are amazing.
Well, see, I can talk about kung fu movies for hours upon hours because I'm a huge fan.
Yeah, I haven't watched them in a while though. Kind of stopped. A lot of
They
things
stopped making them for the most part.
Yeah, well, a lot of things changed when I got older.
They don't make them like they used to anymore.
No, they do on Netflix. Still got some original.
Yeah.
What the hell is this? What is he doing here? Ooh, I got a long way to go. Dunny Yoons, I bet ours. Even like what they call me, Bruce. Yeah. The Ray.
Jeez. Who saw the clothes of Bruce Lee?
I don't think that sounds familiar to me.
No, I've never seen it. The only Bruce Lee I like is real Bruce Lee. So.
Yeah.
But you mentioned the 5 Deadly Venoms, and I love all the Venom mob movies.
Even what's his name with the man with the iron fist? I like that too. How was that? With the guy from Wu-Tang Clan?
Oh, RZA?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't see that movie.
I didn't see that one either.
It's not bad. It's got an old school kung fu vibe to it for sure.
I would think so, considering who produced it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I planned to see it. I just have never got around to it.
It's worth a watch. Pablo Romero says, I own some Bruce PlayStation on VHS. And Skew3 said he said both of them. The first one was better. Yeah, the first one was better.
One of my favorites is Fist of Fury.
Yes.
Ooh. Chinese connection.
Mm-hmm. But I love Jet Li's old films too. So.
Oh yeah, and Jackie Chan. Oh my goodness.
Right?
Oh,
Jackie Chan is so funny when he does his movies. Rumble in the Bronx.
Oh yes.
yeah.
Rush Hour.
Yeah.
Back in the day, he did some really amazing stuff.
Yeah.
We used to like watching that cartoon, Jackie Chan Adventures.
Oh yeah.
That was kind of fun.
Oh yeah, and then there were the ninja movies with Sho Kosugi.
Return of the Ninja.
Yeah, you remember those?
Yes.
Sho did a whole bunch of ninja movies.
Mm-hmm.
I can never pronounce his name. There's a lot of people's name I can never pronounce.
Yeah. What I find funny is his ninja. What I always found funny was his ninja theater segments, where he demonstrate different ninja weapons. But then after it was done, he moved to the kung fu flicks, which had nothing to do with being a ninja.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I mean, there weren't that many ninja movies. There were way more kung fu movies.
Yeah, the ninja fad didn't really come until the 80s.
Well, it depends where you're looking. There's a lot of there's like the guy that played the sword maker in Kill Bill.
Mm-hmm.
He's known for playing a ninja called Hattori Hanzo in a TV series. I can't remember the name of it now, but it was a very long series in Japan. But he's also
I was just thinking that I want to watch Kill Bill again because the trailer for Quentin Tarantino's new movie was out.
Yeah.
So it made me think, it's about time to watch Kill Bill again.
Right.
Yeah. I like David Carradine too. We can't forget David Carradine.
Yep.
Mm.
Oh yeah, growing up, the Kung Fu TV series was the coolest thing.
Yeah. I don't think Bruce Lee agrees with you because according to legend, he's the one that he pitched it so he could be in it.
but they found his style too aggressive for what they wanted, so they went with Carradine.
Yeah.
Sucks for Bruce, but then again, if they gave him the contract for Kung Fu, he probably wouldn't be the action star he's known for.
Yep, everything happens for a reason.
Mm.
It would have been a very different show, that's for sure.
I'm trying to figure out how this bullet's ejected from this gun all the way out there. Sorry.
It's comics. It's comics.
The same way Bruce Leroy catches bullets with his teeth.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, someone has snuck into the panel. A very special guest whose artwork was earlier being shown by none other than Manny Correa, aka Manny the Belt. I want to welcome to the stream El Guapo.
Hey guys, what's up?
What's going on? What's going on, El Guapo?
What's up,
Good.
man?
I see we're all doing our thing here, huh?
Oh, hey, almost every day of the week, except I'm not on Wednesdays. I do church, Bible study. But
I'm in a similar predicament.
But Thursday, I don't know. Thursday and Fridays we're back on. Thursday I'll be on. I think it's my turn on Thursday, right, Manny? And you on Friday?
Sir. Yes,
so
sir.
Thursday we'll be back on this channel, and Friday we'll be on Manny's channel. So we're always except for Wednesday, pretty much we're 4 days out of the week. So anytime you want to join us, if you got time, El Guapo, you're more than welcome.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, man. Muchas gracias.
De nada, mi hermano. We just, you're a good artist, and we definitely want people to know about you.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll probably
appreciate it.
I'll probably do a little something on Thursday.
Nice.
Might even draw another Transformer.
Dude, I'm so scared of drawing Transformers for some reason.
So was I until I just worked up the nerve to just. So was I until I just worked up the nerve to do Optimus Prime. I mean, it was a headshot, but it was something.
I hear you. I'm like Mignola, you know. It's like Mignola created Hellboy so he wouldn't have to draw cars and all this other stuff, you know. Me, I try to avoid like robots as much as possible. I don't know what it is.
Well, especially if you're looking at the Japanese toy lines, some of those can be ultra complicated.
Oh, absolutely.
Unless you're talking about like old school like super giant robots, then they're pretty easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like what I've seen is like some of that modern anime, like Appleseed and those kind of things. Like that's intimidating. There's so much stuff there, you know, and then you don't want it to look wonky. You know?
Yeah. Appleseed's amazing. I love Appleseed. It's one of my favorite mangas.
But yeah, if you're talking about something like a Gundam or Gigantor or Mazinger Z, yeah, those are pretty simplistic. But if you're talking about robots like the ones you see in Ghost in the Shell or even Galleon, those are pretty complex.
Yeah.
Yeah. Evangelion you can draw. You just gotta have a good resource of it. Because it's kind of cartoony.
I guess I just give those guys props. The ones that are doing it, they're doing their manga comics and it's with robots and stuff because especially when it's highly detailed, you got to draw that like in several panels at a time.
Right?
Yeah, that's a lot of work. I give them crazy props for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot less mech artists out there nowadays, and animators there's even far less. It's all old school guys.
Who was the guy that he actually is it Alan Lee, something like that? He did
Alvin Lee.
What is it?
I think it's Alvin Lee.
Yeah, Alvin Lee. He did
Alvin Lee,
did that for a while, right?
Yeah.
Transform. I mean, his stuff is great, but I think he kept it up for about a year or so, year or two.
Yeah. Are you talking about the guy who did the Dreamwave comics?
Damn, I think that's. I don't know. I just remember like in the early 2000s or so, he was doing like the Transformers comics, and then like he went into like gaming and doing concept art.
Yeah.
I think there was an Alvin Lee and a Pat Lee.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brothers. Alvin, one of those guys. It was a Lee.
Yeah, I was amazed how much they looked like the original G1 cartoon incarnations of themselves.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, this is a pretty good likeness.
So what is everyone working on here? Who's this guy right here? This looks like Adam Strange with like the powers in his hand or something.
Oh, that's Cosmic Boy.
So who's drawing that?
Adrian, me.
Oh,
nice.
That looks pretty good. I like that.
Thank you.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
And then who's the someone's coloring somebody with ears there. Is that like a creator-owned character right there?
Yep, that's Shinobi Raccoon.
That's probably me.
Mm-hmm. That's you, Shinobi.
Yep.
Go ahead and talk about Shinobi Raccoon there.
Well, I'm still playing around with story concepts, but for the most part, it's about a ninja turned superhero.
Okay. And so, what are the powers like? Power set.
Her powers are more magic based. She got work as a witch's cat, and she learned a few spells, but she also has some abilities of her own.
Right. So, like, she's like a natural magician.
Something like.
Okay. Now, is I see that she's like an animal-based character. Are all the people in this universe like an animal?
Mostly.
Okay. All right. That's cool. So, is it like a modern magical world? Is it a okay.
Yeah. Her power. Yeah, her magic. You've seen Charmed, right?
Yeah.
You know how the sisters they knew magic, but they each had their own abilities. One could levitate things, another could see through time, I think, and another could freeze time.
Right. Okay. All right, I get it. That's cool. Let me see. I think I saw someone working on this the last time I was. That might have been last time or whatever. But looks like there's some guy shooting guns or something.
Yeah. This is me, Ortiz. But what I'm doing is I like to practice inking. So we have a guy named Critias who is a Comicsgate persona, and he's making a comic book called Detective Dead. And every so often he'll post pencils online to show people the progress of the book, and then I'll just grab the pencils and put my ink spin on it.
Oh, okay.
You know, just for me, just for fun. Just for
and so
fun.
you ink digitally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Just for the fun of it, just to have something on stream, because how can you have art stream if there's no art?
Exactly.
And I thought, people love to hear me talk, but they like art better, I think. Speaking of talking, Bullet says EVA mechs are lanky and angular. Dark Mind Comics was them as well. Zach Hawkins is in the house, and Bullet is asking if Shinobi Raccoon is furry stuff.
Okay.
I don't know why he asking.
Wait, someone coloring that skunk girl?
Yes.
Yes. Manny.
Hey, Manny.
How you doing? I love your artwork. It's amazing.
Okay. If we're gonna talk about furry stuff, we're gonna have a problem with a lot of comic artists.
I have purposely avoided using the word furry because the connotation to it.
Right. I mean, there's a difference between being a furry and doing and having a
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's That's what I'm more used to. Because humanoids have always been around in stories.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're gonna call me a furry, then you're gonna have to call Stan Sakai a furry, Kevin Eastman a furry, Chuck Jones a furry.
Don't take it personal, man. The chat likes to troll. Bullet likes to troll, man.
Yeah.
Don't take it personal, man. Don't go on a tangent. Don't go on a tangent. It's fine. It's just Bullet.
Shinobi, have you do you know who Antarctic Press is?
I know who Antarctic Press is.
Do you know of Ninja High School?
I haven't seen that comic in years.
Okay, I was gonna say your style kind of reminds me of that stuff.
Oh. But yeah, I know they've done a lot. I know when in the 90s they had that was one of their top sellers.
Yeah.
That along with something called Gold Digger.
Gold Digger.
Yeah, I'm
Warrior Nun,
Gold Digger
Ariella, or something like that.
Yeah.
I have.
Oh my goodness. The Unbreathable Skunk Girl is in the chat saying aloha, chat. Aloha, Unbreathable Skunk Girl.
Hi, honey.
Unbreathable.
And Bullet is continuing to troll saying degeneracy. Hey, look, man. Let artists create, man. And let the people do what they do. Yeah. So so Manny said he loved the piece that you did so much, El Guapo, that he was gonna color it.
Nice.
I'm gonna
Looks
color
great.
it. And when I got my startup campaign for Indiegogo, that 30 days before, I want to put this up there as one of the pinups.
Absolutely, man. By all means.
And you get full credit, that's for sure.
Hey, not a worry, brother. I did it for fun, and if it helps you out, by all means,
dude, this is
amazing.
You want. This is one beautiful piece of art. I mean, you nailed her character all the way. Awesome.
I appreciate that. I've had a rough time lately because my studio got water damage, and I had to tear out the wall and everything, and so I've had to put down my digital pen and work back traditionally again, and then I was trying to go back and do traditionally, and then my Wacom Cintiq crapped the bed, and so I had to buy a new tablet. So I ended up buying an XP pen, and because I can't really get back into my studio, I haven't really had a good chance to play with that. But the positive thing is that I've been doing these streams with doing traditional art, and I've met some really cool people like all you guys here, and been able to do the comic artists, the pro edition of Drawn and Quartered, and then the fan edition. So I'm meeting some really awesome people, both in and outside of the Comicsgate community, which is pretty awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, the community is fine for the most part. You got your ups and downs like anything else. We like to keep the drama out. We just like to talk about the art.
That's how I feel about it.
And then let everything else fall where it may. And that's what we believe. As a matter of fact, we were talking earlier that I finally got my copy of Lone Star, which is amazing.
I got my copy. I got a copy of Column.
Oh, how is it?
It's pretty good. I cracked up laughing from front to from beginning to end. It's
that was
that
a cute
funny.
book.
Say again?
I'm sorry, I leaned back. I said that it looked like it was going to be a cute book.
It is.
Shinobi likes cute. Unbreathable Skunk Girl says, "I'm in the kitchen slaving away."
Oh my lord!
Manny got this Unbreathable Skunk Girl barefoot pregnant in the kitchen. That's terrible, Manny. That's terrible, man. How dare you go back to those days? It's 2019, Manny. Jeez.
We must revoke his woke points.
Artist Girl is in the chat as well, saying hello. Hello, Artist Girl. Thank you for joining us this evening. We have a pretty diverse and distinct panel. We got Trusty Sidekick doing his Unbreathable Skunk Girl piece with Manny the Manatee. We have Manny coloring a El Guapo original piece of artwork. We also have El Guapo himself doing some artwork. We got Adrian T2009, or I just call him Adrian. He's over there working on some stuff. And Shinobi Raccoon is working on coloring and doing a little piece as well. As a matter of fact, I am being a terrible host. Let me highlight some of these wonderful people. Let's see. We got Adrian over here working. So I'm gonna white box you for a second, sir, so people can see what you're doing. Because I talk so much, it's gonna always be on me, and we don't want it to be about my voice. We want it to be about the art. The art. We met a new friend of Wapo yesterday. He is an amazing artist. If I remember correctly, 20+ year professional.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, his artwork is amazing.
Thank you, guys.
So we're gonna extend him the invitation to whenever he wants to come and join us, and so he can just chill with us, And also, don't forget, if you haven't checked out his channel, we're gonna need you to go over there and subscribe to El Guapo, so he can get a little bit of viewership, get himself together. He's gonna be working on some projects coming soon if he's already isn't. So he might need some of y'all support.
Yeah, I mean,
I saw you're up to 30 subscribers now.
Yeah, so if we can get you a couple of subs here and there, that would be awesome. Very awesome. Artist Girl says pretty fantastic artwork. She is an artist herself. I watch her stream whenever I can catch it. She's pretty good. She's not bad herself. Not bad at all.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I've been talking to anybody that can listen, that can hear us about our streams, because we definitely want to bring everybody we can in, from all walks. I'm talking to gamers now. Like, hey, y'all should check out. Y'all are gamers. Y'all should love comics. Y'all should check us out.
Nice.
I mean, the more the merrier.
But the thing is, the more that people know what's going on in this movement, I think the better for the movement. Just for the heck of it.
Well, Artist Girl, you now have 51 subscribers.
Ooh. There you go. See, everybody, there's a lot of love going around. There's a lot of love. I'm missing my wrench. So, and in KG, like a Gran Javi KG is not here either. Oh, do I have to do work? I have to actually do work. Let me see. Search for El Guapo. El Guapo.
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh no, that's not the right place to search. Jimmy, get it. Dismiss. I don't need.
Yeah, it might go to that weird porno page. So that's
no. I'm within my. I'm within my own page, so it doesn't search outside. It just searches my videos.
Amen.
So I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, Wapo Comics. There he is. Boom. And Wapo Comics.
I'm just digging the flats on this already.
Control copy.
It's awesome.
Those flats are really sweet.
I know. It's like, my goodness. I mean, that's a sign of a true artist. Back in the day, you didn't need all this computer color. Just use the flats.
Yeah, I mean, there is something that I really, really like about that, and then that almost like that newsprint used to bleed through like the little dots of color.
Right.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alternative's bringing that back.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I like that book, and with the book that I'm doing called Gin and Tonic, I kind of want to give it that. It's a modern comic, but I want to give it like that 70s, 80s color process look. I think that'll look cool.
That is a cool idea. I know some guys that actually do that too. And
have you ever heard of Pablo Romero? I mean, he's totally into flats.
Yeah, and that's his style.
Yeah, well, he does all kinds of styles, but he does a lot of flats when he colors.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I
mean-
know I'll definitely be looking for a colorist that can do that sort of thing for that book. I mean, that's not going to be terrible.
I mean, some of the door approaches to color are good, but you have to really know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I hated back in, I guess it was in the 90s when the airbrush look was all in and there were so many highlights on everything.
Oh
Ugh.
yeah, that was terrible.
Yes. Metallic print.
But then now you got that trend where everything is so desaturated.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, but this looks like dirt. You know, it's muddy. It's not a good look. Not a good look at all.
Who is hiring your colorist?
Well, the reason why they're doing all the desaturation because they want to go to digital.
Hey, Pablo Romero says he does flat coloring, not flat girls.
Oh.
Pablo's in the chat. He's usually in the panel. He's an amazing artist himself on
He
his
just
own
wants
right.
to troll us.
He wants to troll us. Freaking Pablo.
Yeah. So he went up. He sought by Marvel or Netflix.
Right.
So guys, see here, this is why I do digital. See, I just smudged that right there. I thought it was dry, and I go to erase. Wham!
It happens, man. As a matter of fact, we go.
What a pain.
And you're right-handed. Imagine being a lefty. That's why I do digital, because I'm left-handed, and I will definitely. It'll just be hell on all that paper. Whiteout is my best friend.
Oh man.
Understandable.
Whiteout is my best friend.
Control Z. It's the fifth. Oh, look at that! I just did it again. Doggone it! Is not dry.
Yeah. Right.
That's good though. People like to see that stuff. Believe it or not,
I'm just gonna leave it there before I ruin this anymore.
Because they like to see how you fix it as well.
Perfection is overrated.
Right.
It'll get fixed in Photoshop.
That's for sure. Long live digital art. No, I'm just kidding.
That's that.
Has anybody ever heard of a guy named Chip Kidd?
Chip Kidd, yeah.
Mm-hmm. When he does anthologies of like old comics, right?
Right.
But when he does them without changing them. So if he's got a copy of the comic that has like a crease in it or whatever, that gets printed in the book.
Neat.
I see.
So they have this very unique look to them a lot of times.
Pablo says, I'm not there because my internet is being silly. And KG's in the house. We have our El Gran Llave KG. We have a mod now.
We have a moderator.
We have it. And he says, welcome to the Elicious show, everyone. Oh man.
Delightful.
So everybody's caught up, and now we got the Gran Llave. KG, I need you to start dropping links for everybody on the panel, my brother, if you get a chance. There he's already started. Man, I don't even have to say it. KG, the amazing.
He is the mighty wrench, man.
No, right? In my stream, he's not the mighty wrench. That's on your stream. La Gran Llave on my stream, okay? You gotta get it right. KG has dual personalities. On your stream, he's the mighty wrench, and on my stream, La Gran Llave. That's what he says.
Right.
Cool.
Come on, man. Get it together. We don't want KG to have an identity crisis.
I'm sorry, boss. I'm sorry.
Gee.
Shaking a tree, boss. Shaking a tree.
El Guapo, don't mind us. Don't mind us, El Guapo.
I know there's history there, so I'm not even trying to get in it.
Don't mind us, El Guapo.
Yeah, at least you guys laughed at that reference. At least you guys saw the movie.
Don't mind us, El Guapo. Manny and I have been streaming together for like 6 months or something like that.
Dude, yeah, it's been a long time.
Wow,
crazy.
So, did you guys already know each other, or
negative?
No, this is how we found each other was online.
Yeah, we were on a stream hosted by another person,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and I found out that Manny was an Islander, and then we started. I started. The guy started. One of the guys started being obnoxious. I was like, "Yo, Manny, us Islanders got to stick together. Forget that dude."
Yep.
and, ever since then, we've been streaming together.
Yeah.
What stream was that you guys were on?
We don't say we're not gonna talk about that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna leave that alone for now. But let's just say that the name changed from one name to another
Say,
to another
say
to
no
another.
more. Say no more.
And there you go. And then ever since then, Manny and I kind of started streaming together.
Yeah, and that's where the rift started because I started to stream with Ortiz and Josh Chris.
Yeah. Which I wonder where Josh is at tonight.
Yeah,
Your flats are good.
which flats? What are you talking?
The
You-
Skunk Girl flats.
Oh,
As a matter of fact, let me put it on Skunk Girl Flats. Boom. I'm rotating it out as best as I can. KG says, "It was my pleasure, artist girl." And he also says, "Check out El Guapo Comics." There you go, buddy. We're going to try to get you some viewerships there, El Guapo. I mean, you're going to get it on your own eventually because your artwork is just that going good.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
But you know, if we can help you along the way,
Yeah.
it'll be our pleasure.
Yeah. Speaking of help, all the help I got me 100 subscribers recently.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Nice. I'm stuck at my measly 570 or whatever I got. Not measly. I love all my subs. They all don't show up at once, but I love all my subs.
Yeah.
You got to get to that magic number 1,000, huh?
You know, eventually. At first that was the goal, but
Yeah,
I'm finding, to be honest with you, I'm finding that the streams are actually pretty therapeutic for me. I just enjoy, you know, talking with Manny and like the core group is Manny, KG. KG just joined the panel. How you doing, KG?
I'm doing good. How you doing, E?
I'm doing great, man. You know, I just turned 50 the other day. Life is beautiful, man. Can't complain.
Happy birthday.
Thanks.
When was your birthday?
Sunday,
May 12th?
May 19th.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay, dang, I'm a week late on that. Sorry.
That's Sunday.
My birthday was May 12th.
Oh, nice. Yeah, May is a great month. I actually bought a T-shirt I saw online that says Legends are born in May. True legends are born in May 1969. So I wore that on my birthday. I was like, yeah, I don't give a damn if people know my age. I'm blessed and happy to be alive, and I've made it. I've done a lot in my life. Me and my wife sat down and talked about that at my birthday dinner. You know, she's like, yo, you know, you have done so much in your life. You accomplished so much. You know, like it's crazy. And I was like, yeah, you know, I mean, I started out, you know, a kid from Puerto Rico, joined the army, had no clue what he wanted to do in life. Just, you know, and my life has been pretty blessed, man. I cannot complain, man. And Artist Girl says, honestly, streaming is like hanging out with friends. That's why I like it. To me, it's very therapeutic. I mean, I hang out with Trusty. Trusty has become, you know, we talk offline after the show and whatnot, and even before the show starts, I talk to Trusty, man. He's a cool guy, man. You know, I love Trusty.
I love you too.
And you know, Manny and I have been streaming together. Mac Ortiz's Navy, LOL. Yeah, Kronos. And I wasn't in the Navy though. I was in the Army. but you know,
and meanwhile, I'm just trying to figure out where I belong in this YouTube realm.
Yeah. And Shabby's out here. He's saying, hey, May is only great month, but also an okay aunt. Says Shabby. Yeah, May is a great month. But I'm finding it so therapeutic that I kind of like said, okay, you know, if the 1,000 happens, it happens.
Right.
And if it doesn't, I'm okay with it too, because I'm just enjoying, you know, like we met you yesterday, El Guapo, and it's already been an awesome experience. Just having you on back-to-back streams, being able to see your artwork. Things like this you wouldn't be able to do unless you were on YouTube streaming and hanging out and putting your craft out there and just
Right.
bless you, not being afraid of the backlash or the critics or the commentary or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So for me, this is beautiful.
Like people like Baranya, they've been helping with me when I just started.
So I think it's beautiful. I enjoy it, and I've always told. At first, me and Manny and I think Manny's still looking for that 1,000, but at first, Manny and I were really, really looking forward to that. But then I've just took the stress out of it and just made it fun, and just said, what, I'm just going to enjoy it for what it is,
Right?
And that's what I like,
Right now, I'm experimenting and seeing what works.
Yeah, I mean, my wife kind of said that to me, like talking about my Instagram. She's like, "How come you're, you post all this art all the time, and it doesn't seem like you're getting a lot of followers and stuff like that?" And I said, "You know what? Here's the reality. I keep doing what I'm gonna do. I'm doing it anyway. So I'll throw my drawings up there, and the people that are following me, I believe they're following me because they want to."
Right.
I'm not gonna try to artificially get to a certain level, And so I mean, I would rather have people that are interested in what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because you do get a lot of people that on these Instagram, Twitter, they'll follow you just so you can follow them back. And
Right.
I mean, I don't always do that. I'll be honest. If it doesn't interest me, then I'm not gonna follow you back. I really I've gotta feel it.
And chances are they're probably one of those people who are just looking for follows, and they never comment on anything you do or ever drop a like.
Yeah, no, I hear you. There's a lot of that, and I just don't want to. I'm not interested in that.
All right.
So, are you El Guapo Comics on Instagram?
No, I go under my my Christian name of the Art of Caesar Feliciano.
No,
The Art of Caesar Feliciano?
Yeah, on Instagram, yeah.
All right, everybody go over and follow him. Looking at your Huntress right now. Man, that is sweet.
No, Lyle Convoy had just Lyle Convoy had just posted this this pic of Starstream. He's doing a Mecha Mayday thing, and it's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
You just leave us hanging, man. You might want
to. Can someone explain that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you gonna leave us hanging, or you gonna?
No, I'm trying to get it to where. I'm trying to get the link now.
Okay, I was gonna say because wow, like really, you laugh pretty heartily, and at first I thought you was laughing at poor Cesar, and
Yeah.
I was like, God, that was kind of rude. The man say his Christian name and you laugh at it. Like, man. Like, that's terrible, man.
Oh.
No, I'm
Christian
sorry.
Persecution. Come on, man. That's not good.
Yeah. Well, Cesar persecution in this case. Et tu, Brute? That's what Cesar tell.
Backstabbing happening quickly.
Oh, yeah, hold on. K-Blon said he sent me something on Facebook that he wants me to show the world. Hold on, because I don't even have my Facebook open. And this is what my stream is. Let's see. Messenger. My artist made it. Okay, can you showcase this on the stream? My artist made it. Oh wow, that is nice. Hold on. Copy image.
Keep on, man. He's been busy working on comics.
Yeah, aren't you one of his artists, Adrian?
Yes.
Okay. Paste. And enlarge said drawing. Okay, let me Okay, that's about as good as I can get it without messing everything up. Let me share. And let me go back to make sure everybody's seen it. And let me see if it's so. Am I presenting? I am presenting. Is it showing? There it goes.
Yeah, it's showing.
All right. So this is Hell is Full. I guess this is the cover art by K Blonde and Y Turgut. So let me see what K Blonde is saying. Cat is in the house. Oh wow, I haven't seen Cat in a while. Let's see. Let's see. K Blonde, you might want to start chatting away what this is all about, brother. Let people know.
Okay, Cat. Are you talking about the skunk girl drawing or the pic I drew?
I don't know, but Cat. I don't know why Cat. Let me see. Let's see what's going on. I don't know what. I never know what Cat's talking about. She's Canadians. But you know what? We can find out in a minute.
So she drew that?
No, this is not Cat. This is somebody else. Close. Cape Blonde does a lot of writing. So there you go. Okay. It's about a skeleton detective called Ape Smoke, lives in the world of demons. Enough said. 10 pages in the 40-page anthology. All right, cool. Cape Blonde, along with others. Kat says, I am a very confusing person. And yes, what Bullet said. Well, Kat, we will give you a chance to defend your stance. If you are within striking range of your Twitter, the link has been sent to your DMs. Because I never said, let never be said that I do not, enjoy people coming in and doing what it is that they do.
Right.
Far be it.
Yeah, the more the merrier.
Okay, file. All right. It's an anthology. That's actually a pretty good drawing, K Blonde. It's pretty good.
Yeah, he's working with some pretty good artists.
Yeah, K Blonde. No, yeah, he had a daggone fight on the message thing today on freaking Facebook. I had to mute it. All right, look, man, y'all are killing me with this. I'm gonna be done.
Wow.
I don't know what the deal is with that. I'll have to ask him about that.
Yeah, I was like, I'm done with that. All right. And oh no, what is going on? All right, for real. So we're gonna close this. Oh, cancel. I'll bring this one back up. Let's see what's going on. Cat. Oh yes, the villain of superhero person. This is the first time I'm hearing of it. Blah 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 blah. All right, good. So life is beautiful. Did I lose everything I did? Yes, I did. Awesome. Start all over again.
Let's see.
Cat says, I love trouble. But anyway, that's it. I haven't seen Cat in a while, so it's actually a great thing to see Cat running around here. And the link is sent to her, so whenever she wants, if she feels like it. Let me see. Let's see what Trusty's working on.
A foot.
He's working on a foot.
Yes, I'm finally down to the feet.
So Trusty's working on a Skunk Girl piece with Manny the Manatee. And if you haven't seen that stream about Manny the Manatee, then you're missing out. You're missing out. We have a lot of fun on this stream. We have lots of fun, except for me, because I just lost everything I had worked on for the last 4 hours. Last hour.
Oh, that
No.
sucks.
But there's no big deal because this is not a project that I have to turn in for anybody. This is just for fun for me. So who cares? Who cares?
You had a practice run. Now you can do it for real.
Man, look. I put this on Twitter again after I finish it and tag Critias, see what he says about it. You know, it's just free publicity for Critias and Detective Dead, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's all it is. You know, I like Critias, so.
I'm really looking forward to that book when it comes out.
Oh, indeed. You and me.
Yeah, that's another nice big volume too.
Yeah.
Like that.
I backed it. I was one of the original backers, so I was so happy when he said that if you backed it originally, you didn't have to back it again.
Nice.
You know, he had you on lockdown. And Ricely said, Crown is my middle name. No, Ricely, your middle name is God of Thunder. That's your middle name. Not Clown. Yeah, exactly, Kronos. Critias is super humble guy, man. I just really, really like Critias a lot. So anytime he posts something like this and I can just go over the inks and have a stream saying, working on Critias stuff again, well, why not? Why not? Give him some free pub, If people don't know who he is, maybe check out his book. It'll be good. I really do like to see that the good people, the humble people, that are doing good things. I really want to help them succeed.
Right.
If I can, I don't have a lot of power and I don't command anything, but if I can give them a little bit of love, then I feel good about that. So I give a lot of love to Manny.
Right.
Thank you.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
Just a touch of love.
Yeah. And now that we've met Mr. El Guapo, we're gonna see if we can help him out too. Not that he needs our humble little help, but we're still gonna offer it.
But any help is appreciated.
Yeah.
And I'm very thankful for that. So.
Yeah. And if you're ever online by 8:30 on Tuesdays, I'm always doing a stream and can use the company.
So who is this that's speaking now?
Shinobi Raccoon.
Oh, okay, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a little too early for me here in the West Coast, but
Understand.
Where do you live?
I'm on the East Coast. Oh.
Well, he's in the East Coast. Shinobi's in the East Coast. I'm in the West Coast in Washington.
Okay.
And Manny's in the super, super West Coast.
Well, it's not the most western state, but it's the most southern state.
He is in El Hawaii.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So I told Manny, us Islanders got to stick together.
Yes, sir.
Is that so? I hear from your voice you sound Hispanic.
Yeah, I'm Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican. And Manny, is he Hispanic as well?
No, he's Portuguese.
Portuguese.
If I was living in Florida, yeah, I'll be Hispanic.
I live in Florida.
See, if I was there, I'd be Hispanic.
Oh, El Guapo, you live in Florida?
Yeah.
There's a guy here in the CG community there's two of them all three of them. Critias lives in Florida. Donald DeLay lives in Florida.
Doesn't one of the Rays live down there too?
And Elio Fernandez lives in Florida.
Yeah, I hear he lives in Tampa. I got to get to know him. Maybe even see if we can meet up somehow.
Yeah, no, Elliot is a great guy, man. And Pablo says he lives in paradise. Manny inverted Portugal. What? Eagle 43 is in the house. Why does the artist formerly known as he allow this furry degeneracy on his stream? This is all about Skunk Girl, man. It's all about the Skunk Girl. Are we talking about Shinobi? Or are we talking about KG? Which one? I don't know.
Yeah, if you're gonna say furry, can you at least specify who you're talking about so we don't get confused?
I just let them have fun, man.
I thought we said we were talking about furries.
Yeah. El Guapo, what is this wonderful art piece you're penciling?
So, all right, I had done this cover as a layout, and I didn't really care for it. It was just a couple things I didn't like. The face. Initially, I thought I liked it, but the more I looked at it, I decided I don't like it as much. So, I'm just redrawing it.
Okay.
I mean, the layout I like. It's just the way I drew it is not too happy with.
All right. Cool. Yeah, it's looking pretty spiffy. In the name of Puerto Rico, E, you must cast out this unholy fairy sin that taints our very being. My lord. Bullet loves to troll, man. Don't y'all don't get upset, man. Just the way Bullet is.
Right.
Eagle 43 says, so there's different fairy groups present. Yeah, there's the skunk girl, there's the parakeet, there's the shinobi raccoon. So yeah, we got it all covered. We got it all covered. So I think it's something for all of you out there to enjoy. Maybe. So what about you, El Guapo? Where you where's your Latin roots from?
I'm Puerto Rican.
Okay, so you're one of my brothers.
I was born in Puerto Rico, in the Aguada northwest corner over there by Rincon.
Okay, I know where that's at. Of course, yeah. I grew up in Guaynabo.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, I moved to America permanently when I was like 12, and kind of when you were kind of mentioning a little bit about your story, it reminded me of mine. I grew up in the projects and stuff like that, and not a lot of prospects for my life. Ended up joining the Marine Corps, and that changed my view. Taught me the value of hard work and dedication, honor, those kind of things.
It's amazing how that happens when because I had no rhyme or reason either. But it's amazing how that happens, that when you do something like join the military, whatever branch of service you go, how your life changes. It's a culture shock to begin with. And we have KG. KG was in the Navy for like 20 some years.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for taking me around everywhere. Appreciate that.
So yeah, but he was a submariner, so I don't think you rode on him.
I didn't go on any submarines.
No, I did both sub and surface.
Oh.
So I don't think KG was giving you rides, but that is what we call the Navy, the Marines taxi.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny like that. But yeah, it's funny how those things happen, and
yeah, and listen, thank you for the service. Okay, obviously I'm just messing around saying that.
No, yeah, you too, brother, and KG, especially KG, who did all those years, Me, I got my degree and got out. Once I got my master's, I was done. You know what? Enough of this.
I see.
We do love the military on E's channel and my channel.
Yep, always. There's a lot of love. Tank Ferret, who was yesterday was on the stream. He's also a former Army. Nice. So we do love him.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I'm friends with Brian Ball on Twitter.
Oh yeah, I love that guy. He's from Rags.
Yep.
I've talked to him offline before. He's a really cool guy.
Yeah. Issue 4 also left me in stitches.
Yeah. You know what? I need to get back on that because I ordered the issues from Antarctic Press. I never got those either. So I need to see what I could do. I bought the digital ones from him before he started going physical. And so I got to go back and check out what's going on with that.
Was that before or after you moved?
That was before I moved. This move just messed my whole life up.
Yeah.
Colonel says, my PC here donated 5% to American vets. Colonel says he has an honorable discharge for Canadian Infantry Special Motor Platoon. We got to blow stuff up.
Yeah. I was honorably discharged as well.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
And,
medical reasons.
And in fact, if it wasn't for the Navy, I wouldn't be here. That's where my parents met. Well, you know, KG was the one that officially married them, right? Just saying. Nothing happened in the Navy without KG's permission. Even if you burn it all to ash, it would be an improvement. And Zach is in the house. Yeah, don't mind us. Like I said, it'll whop a week. I engage the chat, and even with their ridiculousness, you know. And
Cat's apparently talking about the earthworm Jim drawing.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. Now the funny thing is, Cat has the link.
Yeah, Doug's getting a lot of crap over that.
Who? Doug?
Doug Tuck. I cannot say that first name. It's Doug.
April?
Yes.
Doug April, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been getting a load of guff this week.
He'll be all right. He's a big boy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know he's been pretty vocal about certain factions of Comicsgate.
Right.
And that's the bad part, right?
Yeah. Part of it. The others are the usual suspects, calling him a racist and bigot, homophobic, blah 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 blah.
I wouldn't even worry about that, man. That's free publicity too.
True.
He'll be all right. He's been dealing with this for way longer than all of us, you know. Because he's been doing it since this game, and since he made Earthworm Jim, he's been, you know, he had to go through it with Gamergate. I mean, this is nothing new for him.
Right.
Yeah, he'll say that too.
You know what I'm saying? Zach says, actually, my mom's discharge papers were dated 4 months before my birth. I think I was a happy accident. I don't know, maybe happy, but definitely an ex. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Zach. And Bullet says, Doug needs to say he is a ZG because he can't be affiliated with any specific route. It's contractual. It's not that big a deal. I don't think so either. Yeah, and us, like I said, Doug can handle it. He'd be all right. Doug is a very smart guy, and Doug is doing the best. Whatever Doug is doing is for Doug's success. Trust me on that. He's not gonna do anything that's gonna jeopardize anything. And everybody that knows Doug behind the scenes is probably supporting Doug behind the scenes. It's just a lot of people don't know everything that's going on and are doing knee-jerk reaction stuff, which is normal for the internet, you know. Anytime you deal in the public eye, you know, you're gonna deal with the knee-jerk reactions of people that catch things out of context and just shoot off a sawed-off shotgun and, you know, spread shot. Zach Hawkins says, burn, he got the jokes. I'm sorry, Zach. It was a bad joke. I apologize, my friend.
Yeah, Brian and his team went through the same thing when that whole Mark Wade bit went on between your boy Zach and the whole torturous interference bit.
Yeah,
where everybody was like, "I'm pulling my list from Antarctic Press."
Yeah, you know that was dumb too.
Happened.
That was dumb too. Why would you boycott Antarctic Press when it was? It's whatever, you know what I'm saying? They get all that.
Yeah, when one, it was between the publisher and your Rich and Meyer and Wade, and not the other artists involved.
Right.
Well, I've been a follower and a fan of Antarctic Press ever since I can remember in the 90s, and it made me very sad that people would just turn on him like that.
But it turned on your boy, what's his name from Rusty? What's your boy name that you watch the streams?
I'm sorry, I had stepped away. Are you talking about Brian Shearer?
Peter Samedi.
Oh, Peter Samedi. Yeah.
They did the same thing. I'm bad with names, people.
It's all right.
Yeah,
Sorry, my
I turned
iPad's
on
about
there.
to shut down. I got to go get my cord.
All right, bud, just take your time, do what you do.
I mean, yeah, they harassed him to the point where he almost committed suicide.
Yeah. So I know Peter, and when Mark Wade made those remarks about him, it upset me so much. I just went on a Twitter blast against him, and I had friends of mine that are in the industry that were like, "Dude, are you nuts going after Mark Wade?" I was like, "No, I'm not nuts. I'm just looking at what he's saying and knowing that I know Peter and the things that he was saying. I'm like, first of all, you can't call a guy that's how are you gonna call him a racist? He's Korean American, all right? And then some of the other things like, dude, you're saying these things. You never met the guy. You never talked to him. I'm not saying that Peter's the friendliest guy, but who he is. He's honest and he cares about comics and he cares about what he's doing. Which he's not in it to try to become a multi-millionaire. If you look at the way the guy dresses, the guy's been pretty much dressing the same way for years.
Right.
And just to have someone, I don't care if you're a pro or not, especially knowing how it's like, I just hate bullies. I've always hated bullies.
Right.
So I was like, dude, you just cannot do this, man. You don't even know the guy. So
Yeah. And this is rich, and that's rich coming from a guy who claims to not like bullies.
Yeah, well, I find that like a lot of these people that talk like that, they end up pretty much being phonies anyway.
Yep.
They haven't experienced any life. They haven't. I don't know. I mean, I have to be careful not to get too emotional because I don't know where they've come from. But or what they're dealing with. But there is a right and a wrong way to approach things.
But and there's the thing, right? You said that, and I've said the same thing a lot of times. It's people don't even know what real adversity is. They haven't been anywhere, done anything, experienced anything. You know what I'm saying? To even understand what they're saying half the time. I always tell people, all these people that have some type of way, think some type of things, they should experience the military life for a while. They should go deploy and see other countries.
Yeah.
And they should really see how good they have it here, man. Because from my perspective as a minority, I didn't realize how good I had in the US till I went to Afghanistan and saw what I saw over there. And I came back to the US. I was like, man, this is the greatest country in the world. Forget everything you heard, man. Everything else it doesn't even matter. It's about what you make out of this place now, because what I saw out there, I'm telling you now, man, I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe how people lived. So these deployments to the Middle East, they changed my whole perspective, my whole life, my whole way of thinking on a lot of things.
Well, some of them can't deploy. They should at least do missions trips.
I've heard.
Yeah, I mean that's another thing. But hey, listen, those things, they're few and far between now. People, the world is turning pretty much anti-God. You can see it just in our country.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying you have to be the most religious person in the world. You know what I'm saying? But there was a point in the world where at least people had an understanding of who God is, and they may not have been living the right way, but they at least had some kind of moral compass. But now you look around, it's like, do these people even know what morality is anymore? It's crazy.
No, and I'm with you on that, but we'll talk about that offline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not depress people.
Not even about the depression. I talk about my religious stance, because Manny and I, we are on the same sync, and from what I'm hearing from you, El Guapo, we're on the same page.
Yes,
But what I try just not You know, I try not to make this about my views and my political things. I try to make it about the art. But I'm just letting you know that we're there. You, me, and Manny, we're on the same wavelength. And that's why I say we'll talk about it offline, because you'll see how much in common we really have when it comes to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot going on. But I just say, you know, it's if you haven't experienced anything outside of here and you think that this is the worst that it gets in the US, man, y'all have some rude awakening coming to you one day.
We're all drawing comics on a YouTube stream, drawing art, and no one is bothering us. Think about it.
Yeah,
it's a great country, and I'm seeing some of this stuff. Who's using the Apple pencil? Is that
that's
Apple?
Trusty. Yep, Trusty.
Yep, that's me.
Dude, that piece is coming out nice.
Yeah,
I love that face, man. That face is like beautiful. It has a nice Dodson
Trusty.
feel to it. Terry Dodson feel.
Yeah, I was looking at some Gil Elfgren pinups when I did it.
Yeah,
that was pretty good.
Friend.
Let's see what was going on. Cat says Canada is better. Eagle wants to know if his question got answered. No, Eagle, we did not answer your question. Bullet says, I'm trying to bother you. I don't know if he's trying to bother me. Or Comic Book Boss says he blames Canada. And Risey Lee says the world can always be worse. Not with you in it, Risey. Not with you in it. Because you have the guns, Risey. You are Australia's national treasure. You are Chris Hemsworth stunt double. You know, and anybody who's blessed with the biceps that you have, Risey, can only be a protector of humanity. And yeah, so with you around, Risey, the world is always going to be better. Just know that, Risey. You are an inspiration to many, you know. Let's see. I'm a protector of Down Under. Y'all have to good in your countries, says Pablo Romero. And yeah. So don't mind me. You know, I like to have fun. I like to have a little bit of fun.
Nothing wrong with that.
You know. Holy smokes. All right, it's 9:11. We'll go to 9:30 and then we'll lop it off. Normally, I usually cut around 9-ish to give it an even 2 hours. But it's been a wonderful stream, you know.
Yeah.
And so we'll give it another, 10, 15 minutes. 20 minutes, 19 minutes. And then we'll cut it. So yeah. I'll try to keep it short and Wappo because streams get too long. People don't want to watch the reruns for 2 hours.
Right.
And so we try to keep it at least 2 hours or less. But we went on a whole tangent. And and I lost track of time. And I'm surprised. I usually have Marcus, who keeps me on tap. He'll be telling me every 5 seconds, hey, it's getting about that time. Bullet says, why are we trying to solve these problems? I don't know, buddy. Someone has to solve them. I don't know why. I never know why. I'm the last one to know why. I don't know. I don't know, man.
I don't know what you going to do.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So yeah. Florida, man. Yeah, and I just moved from the East Coast. That's the part. That's the sad part. Now I'm meeting all these wonderful people on the East Coast. And
it's all good, man. The internet keeps us all close.
Oh yeah, man. Definitely. That's the wonderful thing, right? And that's another thing, the internet does. It divides and it unites. All it, depending on your perspective. Just let I'll look at this as, having a little bit of fun. And well, Kat, you in the chat can talk about whoever y'all want to talk about, man. It's all good. we're gonna all be here and talk about what we're talking about. You could have your own discussion in the chats.
Nothing wrong with that.
You know, I've never said you couldn't. Now, if you were on Manny's channel, you might get the smackdown. You know, because Manny don't play. But here on mine, we're a little bit more relaxed. Let's see what Trusty's doing. Some good stuff. Let's see how Manny's going on his. No, that's Adrian. Oh, Adrian, man, look at that. It's coming out very nicely, sir.
Thank you.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
You're using color pencils and marker?
Correct.
Awesome. Very awesome. Let's check out the Good Dog Press. Ooh.
I like that.
Manny the Belt Correa.
It's getting there. Like Adrian say, you don't want to have all these highlights all over the damn place. just give it a an easy little color scheme.
Oh yeah, that's looking real subtly nice.
That's the color scheme right there on my screen.
Colonel says it only buys you if you're narrow-minded and open to the possibilities of what if. Ricely says, I want to talk about Raven, Skunk Girl, and Cyclops, and not necessarily in that order. And how they're the best thing around. And Bullet says that I have to step up and do the real work to address all the issues in the world. And KG says, I stole your palette, Good Dog Press.
Cool.
and then Bullet says, I've let them all down. So
well, the reason why KG stole my palette, he is my flatter. He's been flatting the pages for Skunk Girl.
Oh, I see.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's good.
And he's doing a great job. That saves me a lot of time.
Yeah.
KG, moving up in the world from being just a modest mod and wrench to a full-fledged flatter.
I wouldn't say that.
I know. Stop being so modest, man.
Yeah.
Don't be modest, KG. You do a great job.
Why? Pablo Romero says a lot of palette stealing going on here. And Bullet says, I know, Ricey, I'm just giving the biz. I know you are, Bullet, man. I don't take anything that happens in this chat seriously. Y'all should know that by now. I enjoy interacting with everybody, man. Very rarely do you guys ever get me out of sorts. You know, it's a good life. If you can't have a little bit of fun, what's the purpose? Yeah. What is the purpose?
Yeah. Never take life too seriously, yo. Never get out of it alive.
Well, you're never gonna get out of life alive anyway. But yeah. that part is never gonna happen. Palette theft is a crime, says Bullet.
Stirred him.
Victimless crime.
It's not a victimless crime. Not at all. That poor guy that spent all those months getting that palette just right, and then Manny just steals it in a matter of seconds.
It's called the damn palettes on the Clip Studio right here.
Uh-huh.
On the left side. Or you
white.
Pick and choose which ones you want, though. And
Pablo already had them.
And I did like watching Pablo do his colors one night. And I'm like, Pablo, can I use that?
Oh.
And Pablo said, you can find me at Pablo Romero out on Facebook, on Instagram, and Twitter. And you still stole his. And you still stole his palette.
Gotta watch out with that stolen word there, dude.
Okay, you relocated his palette from his to yours.
Okay, I borrowed it.
There you go.
He permanently borrowed it. He's like that neighbor that borrows that cup of sugar that and never returns. Not the cup of sugar. Can I borrow your lawnmower? Manny borrows your lawnmower. Then you have to go, and then you have to go a month later and borrow it back. Hey, Manny, can I borrow my lawnmower?
Yeah. Well, Pablo send me the Marvel palette also.
I loaded out you last month. What do you mean I can't get it back?
I had that neighbor. He was called my son.
What was that?
I had that same neighbor. He was called my son.
Yeah, so that's how Manny is.
Oh
Hey,
my
Paulo,
lord!
can I borrow your palette? I promise you'll get it back.
Get up, I'm a cigarette.
Chrono says, and then a year later, he's got a shed full of stuff he borrowed. You should put that borrowed in quotation marks, Chronos. That would have been perfect, but it's okay. I know what you meant. I'm just giving Manny a hard time. Oh, man. Pobrecito. Pobre Manny. Oh, my Lord.
Yes, we understand perfectly.
Well, Manny can take it. That's why.
Give me your best shot. I can take it.
Well, he is the Portuguese Sean Connery, so
Ooh,
we,
get me in trouble, man.
hey, look, your wife gave you that name, not me.
Well,
All right, I just went along with it. I just happened to agree once she showed me the picture. You know what? Yep.
I'm not Spanish. I'm Egyptian.
I was like, whoa. So then we later found out that Manny was actually
here we go.
doing movies. When Sean Connery wasn't available, they used Manny as a double, so Sean Connery was available.
That's right. If you remember that classic with Sir Michael Caine, the Manny who wouldn't be king.
Yep.
Oh, dude.
So that was him being. Decapitated by the Kurgan, and not Sean Connery in the Highlander.
Right. There can only be one Manny.
Oh man.
And
well, you know what was going to happen sooner or later, Manny.
Oh man.
Manny, if you haven't noticed, Manny has a lot of famous stories, like when he pitched Skunk Girl to Stan Lee, and then Stan Lee turned it into Squirrel Girl, and how Manny takes credit for Squirrel Girl being invented by Marvel. He'll tell you the story how he went eagerly over to Stan Lee at the Hawaii Comic-Con and started pitching the story.
Actually, Steve Ditko created Squirrel Girl.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
But we were trying to embellish a little bit there, Adrian. Thanks a lot for ruining
Stan, you fiend!
I'm saying
Adrian and facts. He keeps letting facts get in the way.
I know.
I'm just saying if anyone stole it, it would have been Steve Ditko. It wouldn't have been
it might. Well, but the thing is, Manny didn't meet Steve Ditko. He met Stan Lee, and so
Okay.
I can't figure that one out.
So right now, Stan Lee's the diabolical fiend in this case.
He is. Manny was heartbroken, but he said, you know what?
Like Stan Lee, when this story came out the first time, it was okay because Stan Lee was still alive.
That's true.
I don't think we should do this story anymore.
We shouldn't do that story anymore.
Oh,
that story's getting retired.
We're retiring that story. Can we still do the vampire? Manny is Knights Templar story.
Yeah, you can do the vampire story.
I've never heard that one.
If only we could retire Brie Larson.
Oh, that was one day they wanted me to embellish the story of how Manny and his wife met. So I had to make something on the spot, and what came to me was that Manny was a secret Knights Templar stationed in Hawaii to protect the local villagers from the vampires. Okay, so there was a coven, a group of vampires terrorizing a certain part of the island, and Manny was dispatched to take care of said renegades, and so Manny went up to this mountain to take care of these vampires, but Manny was foolish, right? He didn't go well prepared, and so he was soon overtaken by the vampires, but the vampires knew that Manny was important, so instead of sucking him dry, they held him out for bait. And so the Knights Templar, the Catholic Church, we need to send our best agent out there to get Manny. So enters, the unbreathable skunk girl, aka Manny's wife, who was happened to be in the island at that particular time, even though she wasn't stationed there. She was getting, the royal treatment. She was in the hotel. She was getting her Manny and Petty, the massage, the whole works. She gets the call. She's not happy. She's got to go save this dumb son of a gun who got himself captured. So she takes off up into this mountain, angry, her toenails still wet from the paint with the toenail with the little paper flip flops that they put on your feet when they're doing your toenail. She is up this mountain angry, and these vampires have no earthly idea that hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Yeah. She was angry. She went up into that mountain, and she just commenced to tear that whole vampire clan up. But what happened was she was exhausted after she was done. And even though she was angry at Manny, she realized that he was injured. And she couldn't move him because Manny's a big dude, He's like 6 foot. Well, how tall are you, Manny? 6'1", 6'2"?
6'1".
6'1", like 250.
Big boy.
He was like 250, muscle bound, muscle head, she can't move him. So she had to nurture him on spot. Right. And as she nurtured and nursed Manny back to health, she realized she fell in love with that big old lug, and they got married. And that's that's how Manny and the unbreathable skunk girl met and became husband and wife. And that's the story.
The story. Manny.
I think it's a great story. I want to make it into a small comic.
Oh boy!
Indeed. I've already received a blessing from Manny and from the unbreathable skunk girl. They said that if I wanted to, I could make that story. It's a short story, very short.
Okay, fine. You got tips.
Mostly humiliating. I wonder if Ortiz has the same chat settings as JP. No, I don't. I don't even know what JP be doing anymore. But no, I don't have it on slow mode or anything like that. I just let the chat do its thing. But I'm kind of drawing and talking trash at the same time, so I'm not really paying that much attention. I think it's just YouTube, Eagle 43. I think it's just YouTube. So, Guapo, what do you think about that story?
I love that story.
Do you think it merits maybe a small ash can?
I'm thinking yes, and then I'm thinking that the Lifetime channel could pick up on that and put it on TV. I mean,
I don't know. I don't know if I have enough to make it into a whole TV movie, though.
Well, it is Lifetime. They tend to draw love stories out. You already know how they're going to end, so it's like the Hallmark channel too.
Those things are so predictable.
Every single one, you know exactly how they're going to end.
Exactly. Well, anyway, I think that we have something here. I think that we have something here. Manny loves when I tell this story all the time, as you can tell.
Yeah, I know.
No, it's a great story. I think you should have some more explosions in it, though.
Okay, I was thinking about getting Michael Bay.
I was just getting ready to say, somebody get Michael Bay in here.
There you go. Michael Bay would be.
If they could stretch The Hobbit out into 2.5 hour movies, I think you could get one movie of the week out of it.
Right.
Yeah. So that's the story. I made it up. But that's the story. That's the story. And then there's the whole my version of the jalapeno cake. Jalapeno juice cake, which is hilarious. At least I think so.
2 minutes.
2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Right. It's been a great pleasure and honor hosting these wonderful artists this evening. It's been a pleasure and honor dealing with you guys in the chat, even though I did ignore you for the last part, but I appreciate you all taking it in anyway. I'm not telling the story again, Eagle. You're going to have to catch it again at Manny's channel.
Yeah, watch that video.
Or you can watch the stream again and come to the part where he talks about that story.
Chrono says Ortiz visited Canada that weekend and smoked something special. Not yet. I don't do anything of that smoking of anything or drinking of anything, but I am going to go visit Canada soon. Speaking of Canada, Rick says hello all, and Rick, we're leaving, but thank you for joining us. And with that being said, Adrian, tell us where you can find what you're working on and all that good stuff, and say goodbye to the chat.
All right, I am can be found on Twitter at AdrianT2099. I'm showing up on streams here and there, like Good Dog Press, and every Saturday on Pope Fires at the Altar streams. And I'm working currently with K Blonde on his anthology, doing a short story on there.
All right. Okay, so we did Adrian. I think we lost Adrian for a second. Now we're going to do a Wapo later. KG.
You can find me here as Grand Yave. You can find me on Good Dog Press as Mighty Wrench. You can find me on Twitter as at the KG Mighty Wrench.
All right, awesome. All right, Shinobi Raccoon.
Okay, I can be found on Twitter at Rodent Raccoon or Instagram at Tanuki Clan. I also do Tuesday night streams at 8:30 usually, and I'll be experimenting with a few other video formats. So be on the lookout for that.
Awesome, Trusty Sidekick.
Well, I've been working on the Unbreathable Skunk Girl for Manny's Indiegogo campaign, launching next month. And you can follow me on Twitter at TrustySidekick3 and on Instagram, TrustySidekickArt.
Awesome. El Guapo.
Yeah, so you can find me on Twitter at El Guapo Comics, Instagram at The Art of Cesar Feliciano. I got a Facebook page, The Art of Cesar Feliciano. And I'll be launching a Indiegogo here in about 4 weeks. So keep an eye out for Chango.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here. We're going to definitely keep you on the streams as much as you want to come so we can get you as much pub as you can on that Indiegogo, brother. But speaking of which, the man, the myth, the Hawaiian tsunami, Manny Correa, a.k.a. Manny the Belt. Tell us, sir, where you can be found.
Well, as usual, thank you for having me on your show. And please, people out there, go look at these other artists, their websites, their YouTube channels. Go subscribe to them. They're awesome. This community is awesome. And you can find me here on ERTs on Tuesdays and Thursday nights, and on my channel Monday and Friday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern on Good Dog Press. You can get me on Good Dog Press on Twitter also. And I love El Guapo's Skunk Girl. It's awesome.
Came out great.
Speaking of which, Critias just joined us for a quick second, even though we're shutting down. But Critias says, popping by to say that I'm honored by you, Jimmy. I'm truly grateful. Sorry I couldn't jump on your stream. Amazing art is what I'm seeing, though. So he's saying hi to everybody, and he's enjoying the art. Thank you for joining us, Critias. We're shutting it down for the evening, and hopefully one of these days we can get you back on here, brother. Everybody loves you, so it'd be awesome to have you around one of these days. My name is E. Ortiz. I could be found under colorblind_E on Twitter, E. Ortiz Arts on Facebook and Instagram, and of course, E. Ortiz here on Facebook. May y'all have a wonderful evening. God bless. And
one more thing I forgot to say. Get those pencils to Good Dog Press on Twitter.
Oh yeah. Don't forget, Good Dog Press is having a competition for the Unbreathable Skunk Girl. That tournament on Twitter by Friday, right?
Yep, Friday, 10 p.m.
Yep, and then if you haven't been watching the streams, the winner will get inked by Good Dog Press, and the winning art piece will be on his book.
It will be included into Skunk Girl #1.
So there you go.
Yes, sir.
All right, later. All right, everybody. God bless and good night, and we'll talk to you all next time.